Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all feeling out there? Certainly hope all is well in spirit for the most part as we continue to battle in war. Yo, you know what? I have become convinced, not by giving into despair either, because I made a video talking about, I don't even want to talk anymore, this and that. Everyone have their ups and downs, but I'm convinced that there's a lot of okay. Let's see how can I go about this. I was once told that to be quiet upon the things that's really affecting humanity and myself, which by default put anyone into the box of being complacent or complicit with the shenanigans, and in addition to things that are just natural occurrences that have came way by the omissions of man and the commissions of man. Now I know in my head, as I was told by more than one person, that I have this thing like a fantasy where everything is gonna be all nice and sweet. No, that's not it. Um I can try to or do my best to show by example, but even that's tough to do, extremely tough, because I see how the algorithm plays out and how so many people are tapped into it and actually controlled. And it's like, for all these PhDs, for all the bachelor's, associates, for all the wonderful graduates, I'm convinced that the African American men, those of the North, Central, and South, there is no going home to Africa like that, man. And I don't think Africa is really preparing to deploy a mission for some sort of mass exodus. I don't see that coming. As if they can't see the severity of it or the imperative of it, of such a mission that will be so beneficial for future generations to come. In many ways, one of the main, I would have to say, one of the main things that will be affected in a positive way within us is being within our new geographical area. At the end of the movie 2012, if anyone can remember, if you haven't seen it, go ahead and pull it up. You can pull it up on the YouTube. If you got the movie, go ahead and take it out towards the end. I don't know the timestamp on it, but I knew it was about 2 minutes and 50 seconds towards the end, where the guy said, and I'm gonna share that. I'm gonna share that video too on my Instagram and my YouTube. He said, That's why we call it the Cape of Good Hope. We already set course there. And along those arcs, all those arcs, that was, it had people from all walks of life was heading there to find new life, to live a new life. Hollywood know what's up, and that's a message right there within itself. You can hear, go ahead and put it up when you get a chance. However, I had this idea that, or maybe you can call it a dream, if you will, that Africa would have erected some kind of mass quarantine within each state of Africa for those who will be coming back home. In which, if you're not looking to be, let's say, we're not looking to be compliant, well, we're not going to get on board to get up out of here anyway. As to the point where it seems to me that America don't want to let us go. And a lot of people don't want to go because they feel they have so much of a stake here. Well, what could I say? Sounds good, but the reality is a lot of people don't, and that's another thing. People don't even speak their minds in regards of such things as, it's what I'm speaking on now. A lot of people is withholding a lot of things, and it's going to continue to crush them on the inside to where you can buy your medication, you can continue to make your money to make you feel good along the way. But what the book says, there are ways that may seem right unto a man, but the ways of are the ways of death. Meaning, meaning, in addition to the saying that I put out from time to time that the ends always justify the means thereof, is that on our way out, what's I mean, you know, what's gonna show? What's gonna be there? Who's gonna be there? And then what and what we were living for, in what way and measure did we contribute to the betterment of where we have to go? Now, maybe this idea that I have or this dream is a little bit too far fetched. But I just happen to, appeal to that concept because of what was shown to me and told through, reading about Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X and other great leaders. So, enduring these 4 seasons here, we can do it. We've been doing it for years upon years. But then what? Here we are living in 2024 where there's actual more degeneracy than anything else, especially for the melanated. Our kids are not scientists, they're not biologists, they're not chemists, they're not engineers or like civil engineers and science, political science leaders, going to school to get educated to be the real movers and shakers of the world. I mean, even myself. So what does that tell y'all? Still got a school to prison pipeline? So we're going to continue to play these games for what? Are you listening? I shared on my YouTube, mentioned it in my Instagram, the so-called covert, they call it a covert mission, where the Jewish people went to Ethiopia, excavated them, and took them over into Tel Aviv. You came to people that's in their homeland that may have been seeking some kind of help, assistance, or refuge, but you coming to take people out of their homes, out of their land, to take them somewhere else? Didn't that happen before? Which is how we became African Americans, brothers and sisters here in the North, Central, and South. So what do we think this is about? Raising up arms? I don't think y'all know the power of the Lord, man. Vengeance is of the Lord. Gotta put no hands on nobody. You don't give the devil that satisfaction, in which I've been tried many times. And I seen it a mile away. I was just shown, and I know in my heart what's gonna happen when we get together and get up out of here. To let the reset button be hit. Whereas new political policies will be set in place with the new founding reclamation amongst Africans. Whatever it is that may be holding back Africa from really deploying a mission, a mass mission, that will be far more righteous than what happened in Operation Moses and Operation Solomon. The beauty of that, of what it's gonna be, like for us, man, I'm getting tired of talking, man. Like this, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty much. I think now I see why. Now I see why. Now I can't even smile, man. But now I see why Marcus Garvey died of a broken heart. I see it. In addition to many others that's also rolling in their grave. I feel like I feel like I'm just like I'm a flower and I'm just withering away, pretty much. I know that there's a lot of things that I lack within myself, and I'm not as educated as some people, but I know I'm moving with something. And I'm talking on things that I've never knew before. That's very profound. I can see through the system how a lot of people feel by, mastering the English language, that they will be accepted into this circle and that circle and this, that, and the third. Well, that makes sense because with practice makes perfect. You become a man and woman of integrity that says a lot about you, and you can form your own or get into what we already have here, which is as extension societies. But I don't feel people. People may think that I'm feeling such a way because I don't have money. You feeling that way about me, or you may be thinking that I'm insinuating that. You got the wrong idea. Trust me when I tell you. Trust me. It's gonna take a while for me to really be joyous and happy. Like it's gonna take a good while because I could feel it in my bones where it's like, I can go ahead and which I have been doing, relearning some things about grammar, grammar, applying, you know, synonyms and antonyms to certain words to increase my rhetoric and have, a better diction, to speak a good diction. But you know what? There's a lot of, and this is not to be discouraging at all. There's a lot of great ones that came before me of men, men and women of renown, and I said that countless times. And it's like, here we are. Most major cities where black people are founded, where we live or we're secluded and redlined, which is like the real El Dorado, is still deplorable, degraded, filthy, even for those that have affiliations with people in the hood. And I'm talking about conscious leaders that we have existing today, cult leaders or whatever. I'm telling y'all, like I don't think it's really snapping. It doesn't snap y'all. You know, it's funny how the light can make it look like my shit is all chappy. Anyway, lighting is everything, right? But I guess there'll be more to come eventually in the near future. Have a good night.